Yo, checking in with you this morning. Today I want to talk about something that I was chatting through with a student last night about, and essentially it was the fear of they haven't done very well in their previous exams. So for example, they'd done 8 out of 12 exams this exam season, and they were scared that maybe in 2 or 3 of them they'd done really badly, and then they were also letting that poor performance impact what they were doing in their next exams. And I think overall this is a huge point. It's massive, and it's one of the reasons why I think exams are such a good teacher of mental strength and the ability to power through things when, as human beings, things play on our minds. We think back to the past, we think about how we mucked up and how that sets a precedent for the future, and worst of all, we spend too much time thinking about the bad stuff, so that it actually just creates more negative behaviour, negative performance and poor results. So I know the feeling, of the time when you come out an exam and you're just like, that didn't go well at all. I know that. And I've had it before, and it definitely did sometimes impact my performance because I'd spend too much time on it. But what I quickly got very good at is realising that no matter what, there is nothing you can do to change that, the performance that you've just done in the past. And also, to a certain extent, you don't know whether it's as good or as bad as you think it is. Because only the examiner actually knows that. You just have a sense that you haven't done that well. Okay, cool. You have to find ways and methods to get over this. You know, one of the best ones I use is just a visualization technique where you've got a blank sheet of paper and you just close your eyes, imagine a blank sheet of paper, draw a tiny black spot in the middle of it. Obviously this is all imaginary. The black spot gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like this black hole that all the crap from the last 24, 48 hours goes into, and then you scrunch it up and throw it over your shoulder, and then you're good to go. You've forgotten about it. You've completely scrunched up, destroyed the negative feeling, and you're just set on the road to positivity moving forward, and you're just thinking about the next one, the next thing you can do. And I think this lesson, teaching yourself, 1, how to cope with this, and 2, being okay with maybe not performing so well in an exam, but then still being able to perform well in the rest of the exams because you've got that mental strength and flexibility to actually forget about it and stick to what's important and really focus on what's important. So important. And I do it every day now. You do it in everything that's competitive or worth achieving. And often things that are worth achieving are things that are competitive, are difficult to do require consistency over an extended period of time. Let me give you a few scenarios here where that technique is directly applicable to life. On the most basic level, you're getting ready in the morning and things don't go so well. I don't know, maybe something breaks or something doesn't work, or something just gets in the way. Some people are going to let that one thing dictate the vibe for their whole day. That's B-Town player moves. You do not want to do that. You want to be able to literally power through anything, any speed bump, hurdle, just smash through that stuff, and it doesn't affect any of your day. All it does is it affects that 10, 15 to 30 seconds which you had to address the problem in. You either deal with it or forget about it and you move on. And you're still cruising as if you had a perfect morning routine and everything's fine. That's skill number 1. Number 2, in the workplace, I've had so many days at work where I've had maybe a poor morning, or something's gone a bit wrong, or I've just made a mistake or something like that. But if you keep on dwelling on that stuff, it's just going to snowball. Keep on making mistakes, keep on having crap mornings, keep on having a crap time. and then you end up in a poor spot down the line. If you're able to just put stuff in perspective, forget about it, and think about the next task just on its own. Can I do well in this? Can I actually smash it out of the park? You're going to smash it out of the park way more. Football last night, I was playing footy with the boys. We've actually got a pretty decent squad this season, which is good. We're unbeaten so far, which is good. We got absolutely battered first game of the season. We didn't actually get battered. We were 3-0 up and then lost 4-3. So mental strength there was poor. Anyway, that set a precedent for the rest of the season, saying, look, we're not going to get complacent. We've won every game since. And yesterday came out the blocks pretty slow. 2-0 down. Terrible start. But you've got that perspective to just play as if it's 0-0. Keep your heads, relax, play the right kind of footy, and we know we're going to be able to put teams away when we start playing our stuff. So that's what we did. 5-4 win. Thank you. Still didn't even play that well, but you get the point. So I think if that technique can help you, and honestly it's just so basic, I think so many people think they've mastered it, but they really haven't, because they do let these things, I'm getting real macro here, even things from years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, such as a bad experience with something, could be with a person, that dictates your precedent that you're no good at that particular thing. It's complete rubbish. Right? You live life as in one moment at a time, forget about all the past, and be selective. The interesting people in life I find are the people who can just create their own environment, which sets them up with the conditions and the tools they need to be successful in whatever task. So they will be selective, and everything's interpretation. All the scenarios and events you're involved in is interpretation. So for example, you do crap in an exam, let's think about how you could interpret that. Well, one of the ways is, super, I got a D. At least I know where I'm at. I'm not in U-Town, which is great. Okay, I'm not in A-Town, but you know what? This gives me a fantastic place to plot my way to getting right up there with the best of them, because now I know where I'm at. I'm in D-Town. I'm headed to A-Town. So I've got a place where I'm starting, I've got a place where I'm finishing, and that's all you need, is that clarity, and you're going to be set. So, I'm checking out. Let me know if you found this one useful. Hopefully you can apply. I'm such a big advocate of, listen to this stuff, but apply the stuff. That black dot technique, use it. You can do so many things in life where, it's weird. Of course it is. If you went around saying, I'm doing this every day, everybody would think you're a bit of a nutter. But you can just do it quickly in situations and just snap yourself out of stuff and just get that high performance level and strong approach to everything you do extremely quickly. Like for me now, it's happening, it's default mode, boom, over the shoulder, next thing, smash it. Doesn't go well, little black dot, scrunch, over the shoulder, next thing, smash it. Constant. It's just like a revolving door, always coming round each time with new attempts at stuff. Anyway, I'm checking out, so we're going to do some work. On the way into the office, cruising. Here we go, let's hit it. 2 hands. The 2 hands reference is something that I also want to talk about. I saw a great talk by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson the other day, and he starts off by just saying 2 hands, rubs his hands together. It's a great analogy because I love it, how a lot of people think there's some sort of magic trick or secret recipe to that kind of level of achievement. He's breaking it down to just 2 human hands, his human hands, that are orchestrating this big operation and building stuff up from the ground. It's cracking, and I've got a lot of time for that. Love it. Anyway, have a superb day.